Okay, welcome to another short video. Hey, I brought you to the most visited village in Morocco, really. It's called Ait Ben Haddou. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And it's a Kasbah. There are lots and lots of Kasbahs all over Morocco. But this is quintessentially a Moroccan Kasbah. It's a UNESCO heritage site. And these Kasbahs, they were built, ordinary towns, typically on trade routes. And this one was on a trade route. People would be coming from Africa, and they would stop off at these various places. The camels could be rested and fed. The cameleers, the people traveling with the camels, they would be fed and found. And the people would be living their lives here. And if you come a little bit closer and look down there, there is the village from the top, made from clay. And the thing is, of course, they kept food supplies here. There's all sorts of things here. And when the people became under threat, and this Ait Ben Haddou, it's on a crossroads, really. And it's very strategically and also militarily placed, because from here you've got a fantastic view. You can see what's coming for miles around. And down below we actually have a river. It's dry now, but actually I've got a fantastic photograph of when it is full of water and the village, the Kasbah, is reflected in the water. Now, the walls actually are very interesting because they are built of planking. They make a wooden frame, and then they pack it in with clay and straw and gravel, and they pack it all in and they let it dry. And then when it is dried, they take away the packing. And these holes are where there are wooden things holding it together. And they're kind of a thing of beauty, but actually also they've been used to snipe at the enemy if you come across them. And what would happen, the people would live in the village below, but if they were attacked, they would retreat up here and they could hold out here. If you look there, that was the main vantage point where people could look out and see what was coming their way. It was very badly damaged in the earthquake. And actually, when I heard about the earthquake, I was thinking about places like this. They're absolutely magnificent, and it made me sad to feel that they've been destroyed. Another thing actually about them, if you look on them, very often, actually down there where I'm pointing my finger, you can see that it's kind of made out like a riad. So you have a square with narrow rooms. I'm not explaining this very well. And then in the center, there is a courtyard. And one of the reasons for this was it was very difficult to make the roofs because they didn't have enough room with long beams. So they have to make them with smaller beams. And then they would put matting on top and earth and so forth, and that would be their roof. But when it rains, they are very vulnerable and they tend to leak quite a lot. And the other thing actually, because this is such a beautiful site, and I'll try and take some more footage as I go down, it's been used a lot by the film industry. Jesus of Nazareth was filmed here, and I can really understand why. I can imagine. There's one story in the gospel, I can't remember which gospel, but Jesus was preaching to his followers, and somebody wanted somebody to be cured, so they tore open the roof and lowered him down, and you can see how easily it could be done. If you look down, you can just imagine it happening here. So gladiator and all sorts of other things. Another feature of these buildings was as you got higher, they decorated them with, beautiful geometrical designs. And these are mirrored in the carpets that they produce and in the pottery that they produce. you know, their art is in absolutely everything, you know, which is really wonderful. Oh, one other thing actually. It really looks very lovely. We're at the wrong spot to really show it to you. But if you follow my finger down there, there's like a gateway into the Kasbah. You know, looks really great, but it's very, very misleading. That was actually built by a film company when they wanted to make a film here. But you wouldn't know it. They did a very good job. Okay, I think I've said enough for now. Keep watching my videos, please.